3 seconds. That's all it takes for an audience to decide if they're going to watch your video on social media all the way to the end or just keep scrolling past it on their timeline. And my first guest today has mastered the art of getting scrollers to lock in so that your content can go viral. Lorraine Kamisha is a viral marketing strategist. She scaled her first business to a six-figure salary through the power of the good old-fashioned internet. And she also coaches other business owners who want to level up their content, their brand, and their profits. Welcome to the show, Lorraine.
Thank you, Portia. I appreciate it.
Yes, indeed. It's good to have you.
Thank you.
And I love that your story starts with a mom trying to take care of twins.
Yes, ma'am. Trying to take care of my girls.
Yes. Tell me your story. How did you get here?
Yeah, so I went to pharmacy school, actually. I was on the track to be a second-generation pharmacist.
Wow.
And during the summer, I had a break, and, I was in a relationship that wasn't all that great.
Okay.
And I needed to keep my kids in daycare so that I could ensure that they could go back to pharmacy school. So
Right.
my original goal was just to figure out how I was going to make $140 a week.
To pay that, I already
So-
know
so
that's
I
the
can-
price of daycare.
Right. So I can
That
keep
was-
these kids in daycare so I could continue my education. So at that time, I was getting phone calls from my family and my friends like,
Yeah.
can you write my resume? Can you edit my book? Can you do these types of things?
Because you were a good writer.
Right. So
Yeah.
I've always loved to write. So they were coming to me and I said, you know what? I'm going to turn this into something that will help me fund what I need to do to take care of my kids.
Right, right. So obviously that worked. You graduated,
Yeah,
right?
I
So
did graduate.
just I have to salute you, just the young mom taking care of two kids and still graduating.
Thank you.
From
Thank you.
pharmacy school,
Yes,
which is
ma'am.
no joke.
No.
But then you did not become a pharmacist.
No, I did
because
not.
you're like, wait a second, this other side hustle needs to be the main hustle.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up with a mother as a pharmacist as well. So I love the profession. I love that my mom enjoyed the profession, but
Yeah.
I just felt like I really wanted to take, my family life in a different direction. I wanted to actually be in the house more. I wanted to go to the games. I wanted to be at the school. I wanted to be
Right,
homeroom
wanted to
mom. Like I
be-
wanted to do all the things.
You wanted to be able to volunteer
Right.
and be able to show up.
Exactly.
Got it. Understood. So what did you do? Like, what was your big shift when you recognized, okay, I'm doing this differently and it's working? Not just my friends and family now, but people started paying attention to you online.
Right. So when I started that business, I did all the things. Like I was the writer, I was the marketer, I was the one who was I was doing everything. Like I was managing my books. And then I realized, wait a minute, I'm not going to be able to do all this stuff by myself. So I started outsourcing and automating parts of the business so I could take myself out of it and work on it or in it instead of work on the business instead of working in the business.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
And in your process of working on the business, you end up with a really strong partnership with TikTok.
Right.
I don't like telling folks business, but I think you have given us permission to say to the tune of $2.5 million.
Yes. So recently I started.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How did you do that?
I started up doing the TikTok shop, just kind of like on a whim, just like, you know what, I think I want to see if I can do this.
Yeah.
And I could do that.
And for folks who don't understand what that model looks like, the TikTok shop.
Right.
How does that work?
So it's an affiliate model. So basically brands will reach out to me or shop owners will reach out to me and say, hey, I have this product, can you use it?
Yeah.
Will you promote it for us? And then you get paid a commission.
Absolutely. So you're showing, you're telling, you're talking about what you like, what you don't like.
Exactly.
And that's what so many people who are connected
Right.
are trying to do. And some folks who have a good product don't necessarily know how to do. And that's where you step in and help.
Right. So I have worked with businesses in the past, like mostly coaches and online business owners, to just show them how they can begin to remove themselves from working inside of the business and work on it. And one of the things that you have to do and get good at when you're working on your business is generating leads. And one of the fastest ways to do that is going to be online and creating video content.
I love that you're coaching the coaches. I think we need to pause right there because that's dope. That's dope.
Thank you.
So what have you noticed as you've been doing this now for how long?
It's been 12 years now.
The biggest mistakes that people are making online in terms of their branding and social media, like what are they doing wrong and how do you kind of help them to get it right?
I think the main thing that they do wrong is that they're not consistent. They'll start and then they don't get necessarily the views or the results that they want, and then they'll stop, and then they'll pick it back up again, they'll stop, and they go in what's called 200 views jail. And that's when, I posted a video, it didn't go viral, it didn't get many views, so I'm just gonna stop and I'm not gonna do it anymore. But
why is it 200 views jail?
That's a term, that's a TikTok term that people, say when they're not getting a lot of views. They say 200 views jail. So, yeah.
Well, I get all excited when I've got 200. I guess there's perspective, right?
I get excited too because I used to work in sales and marketing before I started working for myself. And one of those things that I did was door-to-door sales.
Right.
Do you know how long it would take me to knock on 200 doors?
Right. So I think it's perspective, right?
Right.
Obviously, the social media model is different.
Right.
But I think, any view is to be celebrated, right?
Right, exactly.
Because you're building a brand. And this is something you talk about in your book, right?
Yes,
Tell me more.
So I do have several books. One is called 50 Side Hustles for Moms Who Want to Work From Home.
Love that.
So a lot of that is ideas. It's basically a big list of things that you can do if you want to just work from home and not work in the 9-to-5 world. So a lot of that comes with, working with social media, doing YouTube content creation, creating ebooks that you can sell on Amazon KDP and things like that.
Amazon KDP.
That's KDP is basically the Amazon platform for the books.
Gotcha. That's just for me and the older women who were like, what is what? So got it. Makes sense because this is how we learn.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm curious, when you are explaining these things, how many sort of aha moments are people having when they're like, I gotta stop worrying about the 200 view jail and really think long term, right? Because it's a long term strategy.
Oh, it's definitely long term.
So we're gonna talk about that after the break because it's really, this is a step by step process.
Yes.
This is not this flash and pan overnight stuff that people see like, oh, I want it too. It takes some work.
Yes.
So stick around because after the break, you're going to meet Kayla. She's starting her business from scratch and really needs some branding techniques and strategies to take her consulting company to the next level. And of course, Lorraine is here to share some really good advice for her, and we're all gonna learn. So we'll see you right after the break. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I really want to thank you for season 3 of Portia. It's because of loyal viewers like you that we keep getting to share this daily dose of positivity all across the country. So just a reminder, I still need you to like, comment, and subscribe, and go ahead and tell your friends. You can catch us now in Orlando, in San Francisco, in Atlanta, and all across the country on Fox Soul. Tell your friends. We'll see you soon on Portia.